Clarify anything to me, I wouldn't have thought otherwise. I wouldn't have thought anything negative about you, Ya Rasulullah. And the Prophet ﷺ said, Inna shaytana yajri min ibni Adam majra dam. That the shaitan runs inside the blood vessels of the human being with the blood. In other words, I didn't want to give shaitan a reason to whisper to you because he's running inside of you. Yes, you don't have a bad opinion about me, but shaitan is there. He might whisper to you. And so here we see that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam recognizes that he was in a situation that could have been interpreted negatively. And so he wants to remove any doubt. And that's what Imam al-Ghazali is saying, that first of all, don't put yourself in such a situation. And if you are in such a situation because you can't help it, then remove any possible negative opinion from developing in the heart of your brother or sister towards you. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he would say, من أقام نفسه مقام التهم فلا يلومن من أساء به الظن. He said, whoever puts himself in a suspicious situation, then don't blame somebody from having a negative suspicion about you. Why are you putting yourself in that situation? And the last thing, and then we'll close with this inshallah. Imam al-Ghazali says, one time, Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was walking and he passed by a man in the streets of Medina. He passed by a man in the streets of Medina and he found the man was talking to a woman. A man was talking to a woman openly in the streets of Medina, probably at night time. And so Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu used to carry a whip with him. So he took out his whip and he was about to hit the man when the man said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, this is my wife. I'm talking to my wife. And so Umar said, هَلَّا حَيْثُ لَا يَرَاكَ أَحَدٌ مِنَ النَّاسِ. Why don't you do this privately? Why are you doing it in front of people? In other words, you are inviting the suspicion of people because this is nighttime. This is not a time when people stand and talk, are with women. So you're going to talk to your wife, go and do it privately. So the point here is that I may have a good intention. I may not be doing anything that is in and of itself haram. But what is going to be the scene for somebody else who sees me doing that? Don't say, well, people should not have negative opinions about me. Yeah, people should not have negative opinions about me, but I also need to avoid putting myself in situations that would help the shaitan against my brothers and sisters. This is my duty towards my Muslim brothers and sisters. And so I don't want to take too much of your time, but so many examples can be given about modern day situations where people put themselves in situations that can be interpreted negatively. We shouldn't do that. We should think about how is this going to be perceived. Yes, we don't care about what people think about us. We care about what Allah thinks about us. That's true to a certain extent. But we do care about unnecessarily giving a negative perception about myself to somebody else. We should care about that because we don't want to help shaitan against our own brothers and sisters. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. وَصَلِّ اللَّهُمَّ وَسَلِّمْ وَبَارِكْ عَلَى سَيِّدِنَا مُحَمَّدٍ وَعَلَى آلِهِ وَصَحْبِهِ أَجْمَعِينَ.